In the wake of the San Bernardino attacks, have American attitudes changed when it comes to terror concerns and the way the government monitors communications? Steve Leisman has the results of his latest All-America survey and what the results may mean for the economy.
The mass shootings in San Bernardino have awakened American fears of a major terror attack on U.S. soil, and they're bolstering public support for increased government monitoring of terrorists right here in the States. The CNBC All-America Economic Survey found 34% of respondents very worried about a major terror attack here at home, up from 26% before the massacre. 800 Americans were surveyed for the data before the attacks, and 347 were called back to gauge sentiment after the tragedy. The survey found that Americans' new fears could have some real economic impact. 42% say they are concerned about flying internationally. 29% offer they're concerned about even getting on an airplane, and 16% report being worried about visiting shopping malls. More than half of Americans, the highest level since 9/11, now fear the government will not go far enough in monitoring the activities and communications of potential terrorists living in the country. In a separate NBC Wall Street Journal poll in January, Americans were split 46% to 47%. Nearly half of Democrats are now afraid the government will not go far enough. That's a significant shift from just before the December 2nd attacks in San Bernardino. In a survey question asked only before the San Bernardino attack, 53% said technology companies should continue to sell software and devices with encryption coding because it protects consumers from criminals and the government. Only 36% thought the companies should not sell the software because it allows criminals and terrorists to communicate secretly. But presidential candidate and Senator Lindsey Graham said this has to change.
Here's my advice to our friends at Silicon Valley. If you can't find an agreement with the FBI director soon as to how we, the government, with a court order, can find out what's going on with terrorist communications, Congress will do this for you.
The data show that so far the issue hasn't become political. Democrats and Republicans have nearly identical views, but that could change if Washington begins to focus on encryption. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Leisman.